Hey guys, what's going on? Wanted to come on for a minute and chat with y'all. Make sure I got my speaker on. Uh, just got home from work a little bit ago and I'm worn out, but I did want to come on and say a few things about the Jay Slater case because we had a really good video last night. We put out a lot of information and went over a lot of stuff, and I think that really helped. I hope it helped y'all to understand a lot better. At least the comments say y'all did. So I was praying for that. Thank y'all for that. I got my thermos. But I do want to start with the fire will get going. It's been burning a little bit. It's just kind of going down, but it'll get. I just put some big logs on there. It'll be good. It's supposed to start raining in a little bit, so I got to hurry up. But it won't take long. I just wanted to kind of touch some bases. We're gonna have our big video Thursday night, so we'll have the other photos in by then. Supposedly, we're praying that they're going to be here by Thursday morning, like they said. And then we'll create a better board, unlike that other board. That other board kind of give you an idea, but I want to do it a lot better than that. And maybe we'll be able to go live by Thursday. I don't know. I'm hoping. I submitted my thing today, so hopefully we'll know something. It says it takes about 2 days to review. And then they'll give me all my information and I'll be able to set up everything. Then I got to go in and set up whatever they send me to set up. And then boom, should be able to go live. It's going to be so much fun, guys. Thank y'all. I couldn't have done it without y'all. Thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart. Me and Ruby love y'all, guys. I appreciate y'all. Remember, allegedly, these are my opinions only, not to reflect the channel. Don't take what I say as fact. Do your own research. And trigger warning times 100 million, but allegedly, these are all my opinions. My theories of what I think happened. We do have a lot of good stuff to help us try to get this thing reviewed. Hopefully it's going to work in our favor. We don't know yet, but like I said today on that other case for Levi Davis, they got enough stuff together to get that one reviewed and open. So if Jay's is not already being researched right now, which I do, part of me, 60% of me thinks that already is because of the cell phone activity, but I think they cloned his phone. They're trying to get all the data that was wiped out of there because supposedly his phone was wiped clean, and that's usually done for a reason. So, but what I do want to go over on this case with trigger warning being said times 100 million is justice for Jay Slater is a must. The photos that we're changing thumbnails out. So if y'all haven't seen those, go check them out. We're putting some of the new satellite photos on the thumbnails, so that way y'all can go see some of they're from taken from above, satellite pictures of course, but it shows the white cars and all that stuff. It's pretty interesting. And we got some other ones that we're going to drop on Thursday too. They'll really blow your mind. But I did want to say thank y'all for your support last night. It meant a lot. Thank y'all for helping me get over 1,000. It was amazing, wonderful. Couldn't have done it without y'all guys. We love y'all. I know I'm a broken record, but I wanted to say it again because I am excited about it. You know, being not even 3 months old, started October 25th, this channel, and here we are over 1,000. Wow, less than 3 months. Goodness gracious, that's amazing. Put out over 400 and something videos already. We're doing good. We're rocking and rolling, but we couldn't do it without y'all. We can't. So thank y'all for y'all's all support. It does mean a lot. But I do want to get into a little bit because it's not going to take long tonight because we did a lot last night. But as y'all see now how we use coordinates and then the megahertz and then the channels from like track ecology, you have to channel numbers. You have to put all that in together to get your targets that you're looking for, right? And so it's kind of how we utilize that data. I think last night, I hope and pray that y'all get it now. And y'all can do this yourself. Y'all know that. We talked about it. I talked about it, I think, on another video. I don't even know if I posted that video yet. But, I mean, you can do all this yourself. Google Earth, NASA apps. There's satellite apps. There's World Earth satellite apps. You got to pay for them. You just put your date, time, whatever it is, the coordinates of wherever you want that picture from. Make sure you enter the coordinates just right, because if not, you'll get a picture from down the road and you don't want that. It's wasting money because all they want your money anyway. They should give us that free, but they don't. I wish it were free. That'd be nice. We'd get a lot of cases done if we had all that free. And there's 24 satellites up there orbiting around that we get to ping off of, right? And we can get photos and stuff off of. 24 satellites, that's a lot of satellites. But I did want to come out really, I'm wondering, how many people are involved. I've always thought at least 8, but I'm wondering now if it's a group of 6. And this is based on what we've been able to come up with in the last 5 days. But who would the 6th be? Y'all give me a name. Y'all give me y'all's 6, right? I want to see if it matches our 6. Because I'm not going to let ours out till Thursday. So I'll give y'all a couple days to come up with y'all's 6, who y'all think could be. And where they're from. And we'll go from there. But, I did do a lot of today I didn't have a chance to do much, so my team did a lot. And they did kind of get on me a little bit last night for giving out too much information, but it's okay. I don't think I gave too much. I mean, I gave the real coordinates. I mean, I had to, but I didn't give the real phone numbers, so it's not like I'm giving somebody's privacy away. Even though it's not privacy, it's public records. Still, all in all, we have to be careful. I don't want to give out too much information because then the haters start hating even more. But I did want to say I do not feel he was in that area. I'm just going to be honest. After reviewing what we reviewed now, sorry, I don't see it. I don't see him being at that particular Airbnb. Now I see him being within 4 miles of that Airbnb by that church. Somewhere around that vicinity. I think he was on foot, but I don't think he was all the way up there. But again, anything's possible. If somebody else had his phone, he didn't have a phone, he could have been anywhere because we couldn't have tracked him. But I also need to know if he did really have an AirTag. I've heard some say yes, I've heard some say no. I'm just wondering because 2 AirTags were picked up, but I believe they're searchers. Or it's something else. But I believe it's searchers. It would be nice to know if for sure it's been vetted that he did have one. Like if somebody really heard it from like dad or somebody that says yes, he had an AirTag, then it would make it a little bit different. Then I could probably almost for surely say he probably wasn't there. His phone might have been there, but I still think whoever was in those white cars had his phone. I think that's why. I think that one story, that one guy, that British military guy that said in the beginning, looks to me like somebody threw his phone in the thicket, right, in those cactus and all that, because nobody walked in there physically, especially not with shorts on. That's always kind of stuck to me too. It's on one of my notes that's circled is, him saying that, because this is a military man. So you got to trust what he says when he says it looks like somebody threw his phone off in there. So I believe somebody did have his phone. I don't believe it was Jay. I don't believe Jay ever had his phone past. You want me to just go ahead and tell you what time I don't think he had his phone past? I don't think he had his phone past 3:37 a.m. I really don't. I think that was the last time that he had his cell phone. 3:37 a.m. on June 17th, 2024. But I could be wrong too. That's just what I feel. And if that's the case, who the heck had his phone? Hopefully, when we get that other data from the 13th through the 6th, 17th, noon, 13th at noon to the 17th at noon, when we get that data and that info, if we can somehow get pings out of that, we might know exactly who had his phone. And won't that blow a bubble? Because whoever's phone pings with his phone, yep, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to save this for Thursday, but I might as well say it now. Y'all heard what I said, right? I hope y'all did. I'm not repeating it. I shouldn't have said it yet, but I'm not repeating it. So I hope y'all got it. But I want to know who had his phone. I really do. Because that's going to give enough to point the finger at someone. Because I do believe it's foul play. I felt that way since the day one. I really have. And I didn't follow it a lot in the very beginning. I mean, I saw I would check on it every couple of days, but I didn't follow it like a lot of people were following it every day. Because I have so many other cases I'm working on. And actually, we had like 3 runaways at that time that we were searching for in our state. So I was spending a lot of time out there on my days off, and I didn't have a lot of time to research it. But I mean, we've always worked a little on it, but never really like we have the last 2.5 months. Like 2 days before I started my channel is when we really started digging on it. Because I always let it die down a little bit first and then let everything come out that's going to come out. I figured nobody's going to talk anymore. Everybody's going to keep quiet. So I just then I started digging, right? Okay, take what's out there. Let's break it down. Let's see if we can get some of this information from these dog handlers or anybody. See if we can get something from a reliable source that does the right things when they do their stuff. Like, uses the right tracking devices, GPS devices, dog collars, like uses the right information, uses the right drones that pick up cell phones, pick up any kind of electronics, GPS monitors, whatever they may be. There's drones, like I have one, it'll pick up all that. And we know it works because we tested it. So I know it works. It picked up a tablet, it picked up an Android, that's one of my team's phones, and it picked up 2 iPhones, and it picked up Ruby's collar. All in 15 minutes. So I know that they work. I know, and the drone there was way better than my drone. So I know that their drone worked 100%, right? So I know that what we're looking at came from a good, solid source that I can say, if you ask me, it's vetted. Yes, 100% in my book. And my opinion, of course, it is. I think these teams that do this for a living, they use the best of the best technology. I mean, look at the water ones. They use all these new drones in the water now, like that can go a mile. I mean, it's crazy, right? They can go to the Titanic, for crying out loud. I mean, technology is unbelievable now. And there's so many apps out there that you can utilize, especially like Google Earth. And I use the NASA one a lot, but Google Earth is another really incredible app. And you can do so much with that. With all those apps. And then the Find My Friend, the 360 trackers, all your mini little Grauman's they have like a cell phone built into them too, or you can call. There's technology getting so much better every day. And I know over there y'all don't have a lot of that technology, and I don't think y'all's records, I don't think y'all really, like, I don't know if all y'all stuff is public like that, or like if they post that as public, or because we did have some trouble digging to get some numbers that were public. It did take a little longer there. Like here, I just type it in and phew, I have it, right? Like over there, it did take a little bit of digging to get them. And I mean, we pretty much got what we need now, I think, to prove our theory. Hopefully, pray to God. It's all coming together pretty good to me. But I just wonder I know I got sidetracked, who in the world had his phone? And was it Lucy? Was it Brad? Was it Brandon? Was it Rocky? Was it Arab? Was it Tom Hilton? Was it Rachel? Was it, who the heck had his phone? And they'd had to have passcode, but once the phone's open, I did learn something a couple of days ago that, do you know on an iPhone, if you call an iPhone and you answer it, right, the phone's automatically open in some of the iPhones? Like once you slide to answer that call, say it's not your phone, but somebody tells you answer my phone, you answer it, you're automatically in their phone, as long as you don't hang up first. That's weird. Like somebody, Brad could have called Lucy on Jay's phone and pop, and Lucy could have answered it and then did it, went in and changed passcodes, changed whatever she wanted, right? And then wipe it out, factory reset it. Like supposedly that's what happened to it. So I don't know. But I'm just curious who had the phone, because I don't think after 3:37 or 3:47 a.m. he had his phone. But I just want to see whose phone's going to be next to his phone. So hopefully we can get that. I pray to God we can get that. But we'll see. Thursday we should have a lot more. So hopefully it'll be a lot better for us and we can get a lot more out about it. But I just really wanted to come on for a little bit and just, say thank you to all y'all guys for all y'all support. It's been wonderful. We appreciate y'all. Fixing to go live hopefully within the next 2 to 3 days. It'd be great. It'd be fun. I got to learn it, but I'll figure it out. I'm a new channel, baby channel, so I'll figure it out. But I want y'all to think about 6 people y'all think it could be. I really do. And give me 6 names of what y'all, because I think 6 people are involved at least. At a minimum, 6 people, 3 cars. That's 2 per car to me. And there might be more. I don't know, but that's just what the hunch I'm at is, between 6 and 8. You know, pack of wolves, right? 6 and 8. That's where I'm at. And I want to know why the drones, the dogs, searchers, no one found him, smelled him in that area that there were so many people in, so many drones in, so many dogs in, so many helicopters, everything. Like, how was it not possible? He would have been found. And I think the spokespeople, they did kind of give us that hint early on, right? That whenever they decided to stop it, remember, and they said that they were going to check on the CCTV footage and the investigating side of it, right? I think they did that for a reason. I think they realized he wasn't there, because that spokeswoman kind of came out and said it for the Spanish authorities. But I don't know. Hopefully we can put it all together. It takes time, but it's coming together quick, and I pray it continues at this speed. And by Thursday we can really share some more information. That's going to be really shed some light this time. I mean, what we got now is shedding a lot of light, more than what most people have done yet. Other than we don't know how they're investigating on the UK side. They're probably way ahead of us. But what we can get and send in, at least it may. Like, if y'all can send in something, if y'all can get information, y'all can send it into them as well, like I said before. Go on the UK website. What will it take to open up a Jay Slater case? Search it. It'll tell you. That the detective that's on the case, the 2 lead detectives, will tell you underneath. It'll say, mom can file with lawyer to review a weapon or something of that sort, trigger warning or something of that sort is found. Pictures, any kind of electronic data information can be presented to prove the theory wrong, prove their theory off a little bit. And it doesn't take much, right? And that's what we're praying for. That it won't take much to get this done, and that if we can get it done, then wow, oh wow. But I already think they're reviewing it anyway, but it would be great to be able to give them an extra tool that might help them. Might not. We might be doing all this and they not even want it. But I think they'll take it. But if they're already digging it, it'll just be one little extra tool for them, right? That's how I see it. Or any of y'all that want to do it. Y'all can do the same thing. And then the good thing is that y'all are just sitting at home. If you want to dig and do it, nobody knows you're doing it. You don't have to say not one peep to nobody. That's the way to do it. Like, that's why I did this for 8 years and never had a channel, because I didn't want people to know what I was doing. I wanted to be able to do my stuff, send it in, and hope to God it worked. Y'all can do the same thing, guys. So get to work. Get your pad, get your pen out, start Google Earthing, start spending some money, getting some pictures, putting stuff together. See what y'all can do. Right? The more people that are doing it, the more eyes are on it, the better it is. This is what YouTube's about. True crime is about getting everything out there, spreading awareness, spreading people's face, spreading cases that need to be reopened, like the Davis case. Thank God that's reopened, right? Just keep them going. You know, I mean, he was a celebrity, so I think it was a little easier to get open, but still in all, they proved, those 2 YouTubers, detectives, proved that he was being blackmailed and all this, so that's enough evidence to reopen it. See, sometimes it just takes one little simple thing for them to reopen it, because they probably already know something shady. They're smarter than we are. They have to know. I mean, the Spanish authorities thought it was foul play in the beginning, so they know too. They're not dumb. They just want to cover it up. But I do want to find out if they're involved in any more of these, like, missing cases around those areas, like the one in the beginning of December when Lucy had just left the island, the one that was found under the bridge. I'm trying to tie any of those together that I can. And maybe, who knows? It might be a whole networking thing, like some people have said. Some people months ago said that. They thought it was a whole big, like, substance, big travel, traffic, underworld thing, right? And it's possible. It is possible. I don't put anything past it. It is possible. Over there, I know all those little islands are shady over there. Shady as hell. Especially like this we were talking about, I know, 28 cases. I mean, that's crazy. That's just in a few years. 12 in the same year as Jay. That's nuts. It's insane. Like The Last Trip. I don't know if y'all watched it, but yeah, it's supposed to be really good. It's about that island and about people's last trip, and they don't ever come back. Unless they do, it's in a box. And that's not a way to come back. But I do want to also try to see if we can vet those pictures from that 2023 of Jay, Arab, Lucy, Brad. I wonder if we can vet those somehow. If those are actual real or if somebody just generated those, right? I don't know. You never know. And I'm just curious if anybody knows if those are 100% real. Does somebody else have a copy that's like timestamped that you know is correct? If so, let us know. Because if you can, we know that she knew him beforehand. Because, and she made two different statements. She slipped up in one of them, said that they met on Sunday, but then Brad, of course, said they had met 3 days before. Then the lady that rented Arab that room said that they had just came in on Saturday, which she lied. But I knew she was coming for him anyway. I mean, he said, go talk to the neighbors, talk to the neighbor. Yeah, no, that wasn't a neighbor. That was a landlord. Like, and then the one lady that worked in the building next door said, I never saw the kid. I never saw the boy. That's what she said. I never saw the boy. But I heard him talking about it. I know the other two men. So I think they've been there. I think they're there a lot. And they stay up there because it is secluded. And they can go right there to the water quick. And, you know, you had on those e-bikes, you could shoot on down there, right? But it's just heartbreaking. And then what about Roman? Roman. That's on the run, Roman. Is that a true story? Does that dude own that boat, really? Does he really own that boat? I'm curious if that Roman dude really owns that boat, Aruba. The one that supposedly deleted some footage. I mean, I know to me it's just a myth or a rumor, but I'm just wondering if there's any realness to that at all. Y'all let me know if there's realness to that, really. I've seen some of the stuff about it, because, you know, when you're doing a case, little things pop up, and then it's all but about Roman, right? And why is he on the run, and this, that, and the other. I mean, I don't know the guy. I don't really know anything about him other than supposedly he owns a boat, and which I can't find a title for, but we've searched it. We just can't find it. But, I mean, if he does own it, who knows? He could have paid cash for it and never registered a title. I don't know. I don't know how their laws are over there. But remember, satellites are land, sea, and air, right? Land, sea, and air, baby. And they even got the what? The Grumman tracker is land, sea, and air. Is the name of it? Yeah. There's ways to get information. We just need to know, right? If that boat was somehow involved in this, then that would make it would kind of throw a wrench in my idea, but you have to keep all eyes open on everything, every possibility, because we really don't know. Now that I've seen the actual photos of that beach from above, I can see where whoever filmed that video was standing when they filmed that video. Like, I can see that little covered overhang thing under there. I have those photos now from above. And then you can 3D them where you come in at an angle and it shows me like directly into that where somebody was standing when they filmed that beach video. I have all the photos from there. I just don't have the ones from the dates yet that I wanted. I have the 19th through, no, 17th at noon to the 17th at noon to the 24th. I think, no, 22nd. When was, what's his name, cleared? The 22nd, right? I think Arab was cleared on the 22nd, I believe. So that's the dates that I have. And the other ones that we had paid for, which from the 16th the 13th at noon to the 17th at noon. So we'll have 17th morning all the way up to 12 o'clock noon. And then we'll have the 13th noon, which I don't know what time they landed, but I know that as long as we got the noon on the 13th, we'll at least have enough pictures that at least when they got there, whatever not, and then all the way up to the morning of, until noon on the morning of. So then any cars or any vehicles in those areas, we can go back and try to pinpoint any of the cars that look familiar to the other cars, that look like the rental cars they had, right? Like, we just need to go in and try to verify pictures that way. It's a lot of work, guys, it is, but especially when you have to wait on them so long. That's what's tough, is waiting. Because you want to know right then. Like, I'm anxious, I want to know how many cars were in that area, how many cars were at that place. We know most likely there was 3 white cars, because the photo I have that shows the 18th or 17th from noon on, it shows 3 cars, 3 white cars there, the red car, a blue car, a motorcycle, and I want to say like a grayish colored, like mini SUV car. I don't remember exactly, but I'll post them on the thumbnails. I'm going to start changing all the thumbnails out with these new photos so y'all can get an idea of what it looked like from above, eyes in the sky, right? How y'all can see the eyes in the sky. How they look down. Like, you know, I have the mountain itself where he was found. I have the 3D image from the little town of Masca all the way down to the water. I have that whole photo of all the ridges, all the peaks, and it's all beautiful, crystal clear too. Like I can see everything. Like that little hut and all that stuff. I have all the satellite images from that, photos from that, off Google Earth and NASA. But, you know, we'll keep going. That's the fun part about this, is digging and trying to find out. Did Jay have his phone? Did somebody else have his phone? Was Jay in that car? Was Jay not in that car? Was Jay on that boat? I don't know. Was Jay on that beach? I don't know. Was Jay actually at that bar up there that I put the thumbnail on, that with the one showed the white car outside, the rental car outside of that little cantina thing, like at 5 in the morning? Were they in there having drinks with Jay? Did they really stop there and have drinks? Like, I don't know. I have no idea. I just don't think his cell phone was in that area past 3:47 in the morning. So I don't know. But it's just my opinion, right? Until I can actually put it down, track that phone number from the 13th to June the 30th, June the whatever day, July the 15th, we won't really know. But we will know eventually. It's going to take a while to get there, but we'll get there. Hopefully within the next, I'm going to say month, 3 weeks to a month, we should have everything we need to pinpoint and break it all down. So we'll continue to do small ones, and then once a week we'll do a real good one with whatever new stuff we have for the week, right? And keep y'all going, keep it posted, guys, and y'all be safe, be good, right? Let's keep up in prayers for Jay Slater and his family, and justice for him, and hopefully we can prove that some was foul play. I think it was. I think a lot of y'all think it was. We just don't know where it was. They left us with so much, right? Between the beach videos, which I think are fake, but the beach videos, the boats, all this stuff, they threw all this out there to throw everybody off, is what they did. They confused the hell out of the authorities. That's exactly what they did, by throwing all these theories out, lying about what he was wearing, white shirt, green shirt, you know. He fell in a ditch, cut his leg on a cactus. His phone was on 1%. And all these things, and then you just have to take all that and start breaking down which ones are lies. Well, we know the phone. 1%, you're not going to last 50 minutes on 1% on an iPhone, searching on Google Maps and video calling Brad and talking to Lucy more than once probably. Like, the phone would have never lasted that long. But what I don't really understand, think about this one. I'm going to leave y'all with this one question, because it's bugging me, and I haven't brought it up before because I've been holding it. But if this young man, that's a mama's boy, right? We know that he's mama's boy. And that's wonderful. That's a blessing that he's mama's boy. Because you know your mama never going to do you dirty or do you wrong, right? Y'all probably know where I'm going with this too. Why in God's name would he have not called his mother if he was lost in that island? Think about that for a second. Why did he not call his mother or his half-brother, whatever, Zach or Warren? Why not? Why wouldn't he call his mom, say, Mom, I'm lost in the middle of that damn mountain. I have no water. My phone's fixing to die. Please call the damn police for me. Or why didn't he call 911? If somebody felt they were in fear for their life, in the middle of freaking nowhere, nobody there but you and a phone that's dying, 2 people you're going to call, either 911 or your mama. So explain that. Make it make sense why he didn't call his mother. And I saved that for the end of this video because I was hoping y'all would watch the whole thing. Just think about that. Let it set in. Think about y'all. Y'all all have kids. If a lot of y'all have kids that, maybe that age or more, who do you think your son or daughter would have called if they'd have been in that situation? You. I know my daughters would call me in a minute because they know I'd be there in a minute, or try to do everything in my power to make sure they were found and got out of there. And if she really cut his leg that bad and he thought he was going to die, trigger warning, he would have called the law or he would have called his mama, in my book. Sorry. That's just truth. He would have. His mama said he was a mama's boy. We know he was a mama's boy. She talked him into going and giving his statement whenever that stuff happened to Tom Hilton. He was a mama's boy. Who did he talk? Who did she snap while he was walking the dog? They communicated all the time. They snapped every day. She said the only reason she had Snapchat is because Jay. Because when he's walking the dog, he snapped her all the time. Just put it that way. Think about it. Nobody, and I was going to save this for Thursday. I was going to be my opening question on Thursday, but I'm going to give it to you now because I like to spill the beans sometimes. But think about that long and hard. Think about it tonight. After you're done watching this video, sit down, get your piece of paper, and write down that question I just asked. And look at it. Who would he have called if he was in trouble, scared for his life, and felt like something bad was fixing to happen to him? He would have called his mama or the 911. He's not dumb. He's a smart kid. So I'm going to leave y'all on that note. Y'all think about it. Y'all have a good night, guys. We'll talk tomorrow. We'll resume tomorrow. But y'all just think about that. And thank y'all so much for all y'all support. It's wonderful, guys. We love y'all. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe. We'll talk tomorrow. Justice for Jay Slater's a must. We're going to get into some more different digging tomorrow. I don't want to spoil it tonight because I'll sit here and talk all night and spoil it, but I'm not going to. So it just be safe. All right, guys. And there's too many holes in their story. Just too many. Lucy and Brad, their stories have too many holes, guys. Too many. All right, guys. Y'all be good. Remember, allegedly, these are my opinions. All my thoughts, my theories, not to reflect the channel. Y'all's comments, y'all's not alone. We do our research together. Big family. We love y'all, guys. Trigger warning. We'll talk tomorrow. Be safe. Be good. All right. Bye.